If you look at Australia's income, export income, coal was the largest, so $62 billion worth of income for Australia. So it's fantastic for our country. I just love mining, to be honest.
Bengalla and myself, we want to be the absolute best we can, and we want people to come and ask us how we do it. You know, we want a pat on the back like everyone else, and we want to feel proud.
I tell people we're in the best location in the world for mining. You know, we've got a great resource. The area is great, as you can see, with the surroundings, you know, and vineyards. Between 85 and 90% of our employees are local, and so there's a lot of involvement in local community events, and we target world's best practice.
This year we'll crush around 12.5 million tonnes.
Within our coal handling preparation plant, we've got over 12,500 data points. Data's coming from machinery across the whole site, and then it's also coming from our data acquisition system. The thing that we were initially looking for was to understand our data a lot better and to have our disparate data systems talking to each other. We just wanted to use the technology and the hardware that we already had and bring in the advanced analytics.
There was a significant capital spend planned. Can we get by without spending that capital?
We knew we needed to start to embrace technology.
The mining industry is well and truly behind.
I think we make our decisions on a lot less data than we possibly could, because we just don't have that data in a format that's able to be consumed by the people who need to make the decisions.
Production guys do a really good job of digging up the coal, so we take the raw coal and we make it into something that is a saleable product.
A CHP operator's job is a very busy job, and when they're in the control room, there are multiple different systems that they have to run at the same time.
The biggest challenge with my job would probably be reacting to information that we have, especially in the control room.
Any ability to give them a bit of preemptive warning about something that might be coming gives them the opportunity then to make that change a bit earlier, so we don't see a loss.
Though with the advanced analytics, we're helping them in making those right decisions.
Our consent is 15 million tonnes, so we've got more capacity to get, and we need to go and get it. And if we can get it using the assets that we have and the people that we have, just working more effectively, more productively, then that's a good thing.
We use the Lumada manufacturing insights to provide us efficiencies within our production within the CHPP. The way that happens is the data is analysed through the machine learning. It provides best practice insights back to our control room operator.
It's really just like a crystal ball. The highlight of this system is it takes that information, it analyses how different people have responded, and it picks the better way to respond and helps align the different crews to get overall performance from each team.
And that actually gives us a better idea of what's happening out in the mine and what's coming towards our coal handling preparation plant.
Over the last 2 years, we've increased our productivity by about 18% through our CHPP, so we've seen some big gains.
Having greater control of the site allows us to operate more efficiently. It allows us to operate the site in a safer manner and to have a more consistent product and a more consistent operation.
From a plant perspective, we've picked up around 80,000 tonnes of additional product through taking action when it's identified that there's a problem coming in advance. Just recently we've released a new tool that lets them know that the coal flow to the ROM bin is going to be interrupted, but it gives them a 20-minute, or it's actually a 16-minute buffer that they're going to run out of coal in their feed bin to the plant. So that gives them the opportunity then to crank up a reclaimer, feed coal into that bin, so we never run low of coal. We used to have a lot of issues with our thickener. By going back and looking at the data from years gone by, we've been able to analyse that and look at the things that actually led us to those points where we have those issues. And actually now we can predict an hour in advance or more that we're going to have an issue in the thickener and start putting in place controls to ensure that that doesn't happen. It's been a great project for us.
From the plant optimisation perspective, we've had less variance across the different crews. We always sought to find improvements, though as we'd find one improvement and make that improvement in one area, we'd shift focus and go to another area. And what we'd find was that existing improvement we made would erode. The value of it would disappear because we shifted our focus. So now with the Lumada project, it's all about we find the improvement, we embed the change, we bring the operations along on the journey, and the analytics keeps that in place for us. So if we make minor improvements to our feed rates, our production scenarios, if we understand what's coming in from our mine into our coal handling preparation plant, and even if that's only 1 or 2%, it's huge improvements from us.
The Hitachi project supports us with is making sure we're maximising use of our assets, and in doing that, that then just alleviates the need to spend capital.
So I think this represents an opportunity for us to get data on a more real-time basis and potentially ahead of time with some of the predictive analytics that the team's working on, so that we can make better planning decisions.
And we know what the result's going to be before we actually do it. So we can fine-tune our mine plan to make the best decision from a dollars per BCM perspective without actually having to tip the mine upside down and know what the result might be.
You can definitely see the progress now. We've had some prior warning of when we think truck flow is going to stop. Having information on how the production guys are utilising their equipment can give us some insight on how we need to set up ours to keep rate up and in the plant, essentially, is the big win I see.
The prediction of what's going to happen in 10, 15, 20 minutes, half an hour, it gives them a better opportunity to do their job. So it's a strange job where anything that improves in here and reduces the amount of work you do in here improves the business's performance.
To have a business that comes in and wants to learn about your process and then apply their knowledge to it, I think that's where you get the real benefit out of the project.
Hitachi is part of our team to help us succeed and be the best that we can be.
We sat down as a leadership team at Bengalla, and we put in place some pretty hard hurdles for them to jump over to make sure that we're getting the value that we said we were going to get. And we are.